Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixelparters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. When we left off,
Rayfa stood up to her mama.
yes, she was. It was a sight to
If you
see.
could even call that lady a mother.
She's grown up so fast. Rayfa, not the mom. She's still like in high school drama level style
That's
living.
how her brain is, yeah.
Yeah. So now Rayfa's gonna do a divination seance, and we're gonna hope that it does something good for us.
Yeah.
You never know with this game. Victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I feel you, Apollo. I wonder what INGA'S memories are going to show us.
Oh yeah, Apollo hasn't seen this yet.
No one's seen it yet.
Phoenix has?
No one's seen it.
No, I'm talking about Paul's never seen a divination seance yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
No.
this specific one.
You dingbat dog.
Hey, there we go. Do I have to do the dance again? We thought it was going to be the last one last time, but it's not because, she decided to, I'm skipping it.
Oh.
We saw it last time. Oh, okay. Now, this is important stuff. Okay. Wine glass. So he is in his bedroom. Incense sour.
So a sour wine.
Wait, no, he's in the tomb.
Yeah.
Never mind. Footsteps. That's him walking, though. Okay, this is a long one. Man's voice. So that's probably... That would mean he's alive when Dirk comes in unless someone else did it.
Looking at the Holy Mother.
Pain.
Whoa.
Footsteps.
That doesn't look good.
He looks faceless there. What the hell? And then he aims his gun. Explosion. Laughter.
What the fuck?
Okay. Okay.
What in the...
Okay. Wild theory time.
The Holy
Wild
Mother
theory
possessed,
time.
Dirk?
I don't know what the situation was.
Because that was terrifying looking.
I don't know. I mean, as many things that we've seen in the Ace Attorney realm, possession hasn't really been one of them. We know that, spirit channeling is, but that would mean Dirk would have to be dead, which he's not. Unless there's someone channeling Dirk right at this very moment.
What? No.
But no.
I mean, what do you mean someone's channeling Dirk?
Well, no, because you said that he looked possessed or something like that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, meaning like...
But I'm just saying that hasn't really been a thing that's actually been stated as being possible in the Ace Attorney series. So I can't go off of that. The number one thing I'll go off of.
Then why would his face be blank?
Maybe that's a thing, because we haven't ever seen a face in the divination seance, I don't think. We've seen backs and all. Maybe divination seance kind of holds back the details, maybe?
We saw all of Albie, remember?
Okay,
so
maybe
what are
have
you
a point.
talking about?
Anyways, glossing over that fact. Here's my theory. I am going to assume that the murderer / Amara / Nana / whoever it is, what happened is when Inga walked to that side where he was looking at the painting, we have to remember that he walked past the tomb, so it was right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna roll this back to the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Remember the noodle cart theft? And hiding inside the noodle cart?
Yeah.
I think that because there's that drape there, the killer, Amara / Nana / whoever, was behind that curtain and stabbed him. That was their way of hiding. And then they went back in from there after that. Now, whatever Dirk's doing, I don't know.
What would the explosion be?
His gun. Because his gun was fired. We know that for a fact.
But what about the laughter?
Is that a man or a woman's?
But who was the man's voice?
I'd assume that's Dirk, because Dirk was then standing... Whichever version of Dirk that was standing there. And I do wonder...
But why would they have him staring at the painting of the Holy Mother, the faceless Holy Mother, and then, almost ceremoniously have a faceless Dirk stand right next to her with seemingly so much purpose?
I know, but we'll have to see if what kind of...
Because remember, the whole orb, but the orb thing, remember?
What about it?
What if Dirk used it or something? I don't know. You know?
Okay. I don't want to spend too long on this theory here because we've been...
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
But there's so much more I want to say, though.
A faceless being?
What the heck? His face, it's just like... that picture of the founder.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. What if he used the founder's orb?
Well, here's the thing that I was going to add to the theory, and this kind of changes the way things are about how Dirk said whatever the truth is, Apollo might not like it. I think that Dirk...
creepy music.
Yeah, I think Dirk might have been working with Amara because Dirk could not have used the orb because he does not know the founder's name. Only a queen knows the founder's name. So he could have only known it if Amara told him the name of the founder.
What if she did?
Well, the point is I'm saying that means that him and Amara are in cahoots. So the truth that Apollo might not like is the fact that Dirk did have a hand in this murder. He just didn't actually do the murdering.
Oh.
Which might twist things a little bit. But anyways, I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see.
Or she told him in casual conversation years ago and he just happened to remember it. Oh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed.
And also, if he did the founder, because we have the founder's face from the orb, actually, so it shouldn't have been faceless. Because you can actually channel the founder. That's what the orb is for. You can't channel without the name or the face. So it wouldn't make sense for him to face if this is out of the case. There's got to be something different going on here.
What if it's just like whoever channels her just happens to be faceless? Because that's, something only they're allowed to know the face.
I don't know, we'll just proceed to see how this goes.
How very strange, you don't suppose. The Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup?
So now we know that's wrong. It reminded of the Holy Mother.
Holy Mother, we have a great for your blessing.
Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone.
That was my wild theory. And the judge had it. If only we had gone a little further.
There's one thing in there that caught my attention. There's one thing? Really?
Well, one thing that actually made... Oh, the laughter.
I assume it's the laughter.
Yeah.
That laugh. Who does it belong to and why are they laughing?
Who knows, though I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband.
Uh-huh. That figure didn't even have a mouth. Wait, was it a dummy? It could have just been a Dirk dummy, maybe.
No, because he moved. No.
I don't know. We'll have to look at it again. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
I think we're done here, lawyer.
How so?
You claimed that Mr. Inga was stabbed in his private quarters, and feeling no pain went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the claim doesn't hold any water anymore.
But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less.
No. That.
Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb.
No! Everything just backfired. Big time. Wow. Ground has a devil's own luck, doesn't she?
Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words.
Insight.
Been a while since we've seen that screen.
Yeah. Rayfa's insights.
At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother.
That's my man. He knows what it's like.
He had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice.
Grape juice gang up top.
Grape juice gang. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed.
Does he like the piano?
Oh my god. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
So what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to us to knock holes in Rayfa's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that
Like
her
Jenga.
understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, I'll give it a try.
Just slide it out.
I've got to remember the controls for this. Okay, okay, that's not pause. Left trigger is pause. So that's how I pause things. What is A? A moves forward.
Remember, you
Y moves
accidentally called something out like this before.
Oh, I did. That's why I was being careful with everything I was doing. I was like, don't press X. That's usually the button that does things, and it is. So I'm not going to do that yet. So, but we can move forward with this, because I want to see... Footsteps. That is weird.
It's creepy.
Let me try and see... I mean, I can't see much detail on his head because I see there's a spot on his head there. But there's also a scar that matches his eye. Does Dirk have a...
Yes, he has a thing.
What is...
See?
Okay, so that is fine. But he does not have a mouth or a nose or an eyeball.
It's terrifying.
It's weird. I don't like it. It's weird. Okay, so I'm trying to think about what exactly we are looking at here. Around 3 p.m. my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange.
Yes.
That's nothing too crazy about that. He was drinking grape juice while gazing behind the picture of the Holy Mother. That is pretty much tit for tat. Yeah, can't really argue that. Sour. Are grapes sour?
Some wine is sour.
Yeah. And I mean, wine is grape, so that's...
It's technically grape juice.
Yeah, so maybe for some ESRB reason they can't say that.
There are sour grapes, though, yeah.
Yeah,
I've had some pretty sour grapes before.
Okay, had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice. Granted, it's a man's voice, but can't get into much detail on that one. That makes sense. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. Yeah. Okay. And then my father tried to shoot the attacker, but missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
See, his head moves. It's so creepy.
I saw. I don't see what's wrong here. Nothing seems wrong. That's the shot, miss, and then let out a laugh. I can't really say there's anything wrong with that there.
No.
So, I mean, is it really picking out the grape juice because it's sour? I don't know. This is my favorite part of the game. Oh my gosh.
I have a bad habit of getting quiet when I'm thinking.
I know. It's okay. Because I think if I do this, I have to pick what it is, so...
Of course he'd smell grapes.
And then sour.
That's just because it's how it tastes.
Yeah, there's nothing... Okay, so... I need to go back, so... Exchange, mother. He walks up. Ding, dang, ding, dang. Suddenly I heard Dirk's voice. What's to say it's Dirk's voice? It's actually... I mean, granted, Dirk's voice is loud.
Just stuff it there.
Because here's my thought of why I think we should challenge that as Dirk's voice. Because number one, the voice is loud, which like I was going to say, Dirk's voice is loud anyways, at least when I say his voice.
Yeah.
But number two, you'd think if he heard a man's voice, he would have turned around.
Yeah.
To talk to them. I think this is Dirk not Dirk. I think this is Inga talking to himself. I'm gonna save. That is my opinion on how this is gonna go before I lose all hope on what this could possibly be.
Talking to himself all anime antagonist monologue style.
Dog. Where the hell's this man at? All right. Do.
Because, anime characters love to talk to themselves.
Was that it? Your benevolence? There seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation.
How dare you assume it's my father? An inconsistency? Where?
Master Inga is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claim is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder.
Ah!
That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind?
Exactly. Ugh!
We were on it for once. Holy crap.
Then whose voice was it?
It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend. A friend? Who? I don't even know another guy in this case.
There was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk.
The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. We do? Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk. Oh, a phone. He had a phone.
Yeah.
So he could have just called anyone. Well, they just may be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice I heard with this. Now, I think we just have to go with the picture because we don't have his phone as evidence. We just have that crime scene picture. Saving just in case I'm wrong. Doodle-doot-doot.
That's my father's...
Not the corpse. Don't worry. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please look at this photo?
Look at your dead dad.
Right there in your dead father's cold, dead hands that are dead.
Yeah.
There's something here that can point us towards the identity of the voice.
And did we mention that he's dead?
This is the real source of the man's voice. A phone, right? I'm gonna make sure I don't
because he was holding it in that
miss it.
hand.
Right there.
A cell phone?
You used to call me on your cell phone.
Oh, God. Stop. Don't even finish
I believe that the voice the minister heard was of a call on the cell phone.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense.
It does, doesn't it?
What is your... What is your eminence's view on the matter?
Bit.
I concede the possibility.
Can't argue that, can you?
And it seems I must refine my vision.
Okay.
Subordinate's voice.
Okay.
It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates.
Okay. As much of a net as that is, it's very small. Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them, then?
My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise.
I know, Barbed Head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty.
Whoops, sorry, so used to being a little girl. My bad.
You do your job, I'll do mine.
Okay. My father then took a call from a subordinate at the palace. That's all that changed. God, that makes this stuff. So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds like could be clues.
In orange.
Let's take a look at Rayfa's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Okay, so other sounds that could have been from the phone. And so we want to think about the left-hand side.
The phone tastes sour. No.
All right, I'm just going to let it play out normal speed. I'm not going to break anything, because I would break something.
You would.
Okay, so there's footsteps. Nothing to argue on that one. We have the subordinate's voice. All right. And then you got...
Lions roar, dogs bark.
Wait, so that call came from the that came from...
That's the bird.
That changed the...
That's the bird and shadow.
It's the bird and shadow. It was in the courtyard area, the little, the bazaar. So this happened way before anything else happened.
Yeah.
But now, okay. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and I'm going to...
But wait, is there any more after? Because it was on a roll there. Lions roar, dogs bark.
I don't want it to go too far because then I have to rewind. But... Okay, no, I'm stopping because that's going to be all. But that's all we need. So, at around 3 p.m., my father was there to make it, was waiting in tomb. But, it wasn't 3 p.m. Because that would have never fucking happened, dog.
Yep.
We're on a roll now.
We needed that.
What?
What? Did it have to have both?
Maybe, or it could just be I'm on the wrong... I think it would be on the right statement for that.
Did it have to have both?
I don't... No, because it was still a sound, so that doesn't make sense. it should have still been fine because it was still a sound that was inconsistent. We're on the right path. I just think that maybe there's a different statement I have to press that on.
Boy, you nannied the hell out of that. Like, you're like, what?
Yeah. I was just, I thought that
I've never heard you shriek what so alarmed in my life.
Well, I mean, I felt like this would be what we need because this is the part where it says that around 3 p.m. he was waiting in the tomb for the hostage exchange, but this changes the time. Because the lion's roar and the dog's bark proved that it happened when Albie was in the bazaar at 2:15. But apparently that's not the statement. So, unless we're supposed to focus on the lion's roar part.
Probably.
Because that would change to the... But let me look at these other ones here.
Because lions were, it's like, hey, what's a lion doing around, you know? And it's like, oh, it's the bird.
Because my father took a call from the subordinate at the palace that... Well, actually, the subordinate wouldn't be at the palace. So actually, it could be this one that we do. So that'll be my next guess here. Because it says the subordinate at the palace, but obviously that phone call was taking place from the bazaar. But that would be Dats. Dats was at the bazaar. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and they were trying to catch him, remember?
Yeah. Anyways, bow.
He was probably getting a call from a subordinate saying that they were trying to catch Dats.
Okay, I'm gonna roll with the father took off from the subordinate with the lion's roar sound. Come on, be the correct one this time. Come on, there we go. No less. I hate to break it to you, your benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again.
What do you mean? Again?
Smooth move, Apollo. I think he just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, your benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his foreign at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory.
What do you mean by that?
A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim the call was with someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there?
No, the only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog.
Oh, that's adorable.
Aww.
Wait, that giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet?
Besides, there aren't any lions in Khura'in. You don't even have zoos. Rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come to the States, we'll take you to a zoo.
Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in
the bazaar.
The bazaar. We've only been talking about that for a few minutes now, trying to get the right statement. Isn't that the cry of the warbad over in the bazaar?
Aha!
Your benevolence, you think you can clarify that voice for me?
Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. Warbad's cry.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
What's this?
Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warbad. That means the subordinate Mr. Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace.
But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have?
It changes the time of everything. And that means, actually, that the explosion doesn't have to be the gun. That could be Dats setting off the fucking fire. Maybe Dats is in cahoots on this. Maybe that was the purpose of the firecracker, was to fake a gunshot for this.
That's I don't know about that one though.
I'm just saying.
That's getting
right.
That's getting a little too in depth there.
Is it important to know where calls made from? It is very important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot.
But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area.
I can't. But weren't you there, Princess? Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Tell Rayfa the real source of that sound. Will do.
Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound?
Do we have evidence from that thing? Let me
Um,
find... Well, I mean, I guess I'd use Albie's statement because that talks about
Yeah.
the firecracker at around 2 p.m. Not even 2:15. 2.
Dats was just being Dats. He loves those firecrackers.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Albie, your guide's statement.
Fucking I'll be your guy.
In it, he claims that Dat's a rebel threw a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar.
Then,
Yes, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
oh, she don't like that. And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Minister INGA'S gun. How do you explain that?
Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have any evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged?
No, I have none.
I thought not. Wait a second. If that loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been...
Dats?
No, it can't be. Oh, it can. And it is. The laugh came from none other than
Oh, Dats.
the Joker who got a kick out of startling Albie with his dragon shot snaps.
Yep.
That happy-go-lucky, that's a rebel.
That man. What?
Someone should really put a leash on that guy.
He does need one. And a shot collar.
Yeah.
I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble.
I should introduce you to Larry Butts. And you'll see.
He's just in the
Hey there, AJPW. Y'all can thank me later.
Oh my god. Dude, can you imagine if him and Larry hung out?
That'd be a disaster.
Oh.
That's just gonna destroy the justice system.
The world would implode.
No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Rebel.
No one asked for your stupid beard.
I did, and my wife did, thank you. Your
You
benevolent...
sure about that? Your wife asked for me. Hey,
Oh my
AJ, high five up here.
And he's just
Anyone?
like, he's just
Anyone?
like, oh my god,
I'll
stop.
go see myself out. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so.
All right.
Inside
Drink
some water.
All right, what's the next one gonna be?
My father took a call from a subordinate at the bazaar.
Okay. Oh,
The true source of that loud bang was the firecracker Dats threw.
okay.
Dats is an idiot. After that final lap belonged none other than Dats himself.
Okay. Okay. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rayfa's insights again. Okay. I think I've got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency. Okay. So now I don't think I can present anything from the court record yet. Can I? No, I can't present anything like that yet. Because I'd be like, the time is now way off on the murder. So, okay. Wait a minute.
What?
Okay. Theory time again. Cutting in with those theories again.
Okay.
Because let's think about this. The firecracker went off at about 2 p.m. in the bazaar.
Yes.
Rayfa saw her father at about 2:30
Yeah.
in the courtyard running. Actually, it was later because it was like around 2:30, 2:45.
Uh-huh.
Inga would have already been dead.
Huh.
Unless Inga was channeled. This was also taken at around 2 p.m. Because then this could have been used to stage him running into the tomb. Possibly. I don't know yet. But you have to think that isn't, because this puts the time of death earlier
That
than
would
3 p.m.
explain why she would have already been there so quickly. When we got there, remember?
Yeah? Okay, so now I need to think about what we have that's changed here. Because
That's dark.
At the bazaar. That is. But why do we have that channeling photo for a reason? Because we have to
Yeah.
use that because she was channeling someone. But who would she channel?
Because
the other
Albie said
thing-
it was for somebody, for someone in relation to like some kind of another kingdom.
That
or
does change
whatever.
too, because she's there channeling in front of someone else. Because what's she doing this channeling? Who is she doing it for also? That also adds in a whole nother layer of everything that's going on. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the firecracker, and then we
Still
have
don't know
Datz's
why
laugh.
Dirk's face is Slender Man though.
We don't. That is a weird thing going on there.
It's just plain creepy.
Okay, because we've got the footsteps, and then...
It's that weird like uncanny valley type thing.
Yeah. Because it's Barnett's voice at the bazaar.
Okay.
That's that.
Where
Warbats
bats
cry.
cry,
Dogs
dogs
bark.
Pain.
Because then he was stabbed. Next one he was stabbed in the back and collapsed.
Footsteps.
There are footsteps again. The true source of loud bang was a firecracker Dats through. That haunting image.
Yeah.
Because then he was out there. So that's the firecracker.
Yeah.
And then we have laughter.
Freaking dads.
Do we have... But now I don't see what's inconsistent anymore.
The last thing he heard was dads laughing at Albie's misery.
That is a horrible misfortune. All right. There's a lot of thinking we got to do, so we'll get down to the bottom of this mystery next time.
Oh boy, there's a lot to process
There's
here.
so much going
Oh
on, and
my
I
God.
don't know what this is. This is a challenge here, folks. This is a challenge.
Oh yeah.